You disassemble atomic coffee machines to make a lantern. We did have one of those in a recent playthrough. I think that was the stream where we had the power outage and it ruined our save. Uh, if I remember right. It was literally, I think, the first time I'd ever seen one of those atomic lamps. Pretty cool though to have constant light. Sorry, my brain today. Still a little tilted. Before the stream, had some issues with my brother. You know, that's nothing new. We talk about that pretty frequently on the stream. Family stuff in general is always a bit of a sticking point for me. Always something I struggle with a little bit. His thing lately is that basically he'll disappear. He won't tell anyone where he's going. He'll disappear for like a full 1 to 3 days. He'll come home high on heroin and then sleep for like 40 hours. Get up, do the same thing over again. So it's been really concerning. And when he is around, he's extremely disrespectful, and it's a whole thing. So a little bit of a lot of concern, honestly. It's more concern than irritation, but I don't want to drag things down too much because that's pretty dark. But yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. What did we talk about on yesterday's stream? My writing, which I think people are getting sick of hearing about. We talked about. Oh, I remember talking about Coco Bandicoot because I had a crush on her when I was like 10. That's Crash Bandicoot's sister, for those of you who don't know. And I was talking about how it's weird that as you get older, you are aging, but like animated characters don't. So like looking back in time, Bart Simpson's still like 10 years old, even though I think he's a year older than me. So you know, it's an odd situation. Failed to properly pack the CBM. Very exciting. Good thing we have a crap ton of these. How dare you? It's free clean water, boiled water based on beverages. Who is disrespectful? Oh, my brother. Which is a whole conversation that we don't need to have. I think people get. So I stream. I think people enjoy watching really anyone who is streaming Cataclysm because there aren't a lot of us that are. Oh no! Don't mend the autoclave pouch. Activate. Nope. Activate the autoclave pouch. I think, you know, people will watch basically anyone stream Cataclysm because it's such a small community. There's not that many streamers and blah blah, etc. And I think that that's fine and nice that the community shows up. But like, you know, people call me out sometimes for being a little dark or a little bit too talking too much about my personal life. And most of the time I have the attitude of like, screw you, it's my stream, I'll talk about what I want to talk about. But I also do think, you know, like sometimes I bring down the stream by talking about real life stuff that's pretty dark. So, like, offhandedly mentioning my brother doing heroin and scaring our family, that's obviously something that a lot of people don't want to hear about, because it's kind of dark. It's very real. People don't want that in a stream. People want to come and have fun, or be entertained or whatever. So, I don't know. What do autoclave pouches do? So, weren't you the one complaining about CBM? So autoclave pouch is basically a pre-Cataclysm pouch that is made specifically for use with an autoclave. An autoclave is kind of like a big pressure cooker. There's like chemicals and steam and stuff that sterilize items within it. So you take the CBM, you mend the faults. Oh no, I packed them while they were filthy. Oh, I'm so stupid. Well, we'll see if we can wash them anyway. So you mend their faults, you clean them with like a sponge to get like the big chunks of flesh and meat that's left over from being on them. Then you sterilize them in the autoclave pouch that you put in the autoclave. And it fully sterilizes them because the auto dock requires sterile tools in order to function. So it is a little bit of a process that I probably didn't need to explain, but you know. Sponge, please. Do we have a sponge? We might have to make a wash kit. I don't know if I have a sponge. Sponge. We have 3 sponges. Okay, and how about detergent? No. How about some soap? No soap, huh? Soap is a tool, isn't it? Soap. Uh, with our full spaces, we actually might not have brought the soap with us. I'm really upset by how many things I left behind at the old base. Where would I have soap? On the unsorted pile, maybe? Soap. No soap, huh? Soap. Is soap a chemical? No. Yeah, well, looks like I don't have anything to clean this with. That is disappointing. Soap. Yep, not a drop of soap. That's exciting. So soap. Can I craft some soap? I really don't want... Nope, can't do it apparently. At our current skill and or book level. Try inside, maybe... Nope, okay. Very unlikely we can make detergent. Oh god, we left so much stuff at our old base. Okay, well, the CBMs are kind of important to me. It might be worth it to literally just drive all the way over here just for soap. Ah, that's frustrating. Let's go for a drive. Why not? It'll give us something to do. It doesn't really matter. I don't mind you talking about your brother and stuff. I think most of the people who come from like my YouTube content don't mind. But I've been encountering some people lately who are like, hey man, just shut up and play the game. And I don't want to cater to those people because I think that's extremely disrespectful. And you know, this is like, as much as you might enjoy the game being played a certain way, this is my stream and I get to do what I want essentially, and I get to control who's here and how they treat me and talk to me. So like, I'm a little conflicted on it, but it doesn't hurt anything to be a little less, you know, of a downer, honestly. Those people sound like jerks. I mean, so I'm online a lot. I'm on the Discord a lot, and yeah, I murdered a German Shepherd, everybody, just to let you know what kind of stream you're in for. Oh, good, and we can't butcher. You can't even quick butcher without a flat surface. Oh, God. Damn it. This is a dumb requirement in my opinion, and I very rarely say that about like Cataclysm stuff. I should not, to quickly butcher an animal, I shouldn't need a flat surface. It's the ground. You know, I should be able to just haul it to the pavement. Does the pavement work? Literally a road is not a surface, apparently. I'm really annoyed by that. So now we just wasted some meat because I left my tarp back at the lab. Pretty irritated by that. Let's go back to the maze. Let's pretend that never happened. I didn't murder a dog for no reason. Hop back in the vehicle. Moving on. Why did I murder a German Shepherd? I wanted meat because we're struggling a little bit with calories lately. And unfortunately that was completely wasted because of the surface thing. So yeah, like I'm on Discord a lot. I see people who are very disrespectful to the dev team. I'm on YouTube a lot because I do YouTube. So I see a lot of people who like are just mean for no reason. So I have a pretty low tolerance for people who are, in my opinion, disrespectful. The internet, though, is full of those people. They're very loud people, and it's kind of hard to shake that sometimes. So I don't know. I'm a little conflicted on it. Seems like it should be renamed to Clean Surface. I mean, that would make it a little more tolerable, but I still don't really understand why I need to have such a thing if I'm just trying to hack apart a corpse. I guess if we're trying to prevent them from being filthy meat or whatever, but I don't think meat can be filthy. It can be dirty, right? Food can be dirty. A lot of monster density right here. I think we're just going to swing around and try to go to a different house instead of dealing with them. Roads are not actually that flat. I mean, I guess you're right. I'm mostly, I guess, just annoyed that I can't just do what I've always done, and it's an adjustment period. We have some spotlights as well as turrets, but these are the less lethal turrets. No reason for us to deal with them, really. Try to stay out of the spotlight. And if I could just park back here and slip into one of these houses, that'd be great. So I don't have to fight the big old horde, would be nice. Not real murder. True murder has never been tried. That might be me. I get annoyed easily. I think that people on the internet are just not respectful. And I think that where I'm from, there's a certain way to express yourself that is not offensive or aggressive. And so when I see people who don't have like basic courtesy, that really irritates me. And we had someone like a week ago was in chat, and we had a really bad stream. I was in a really bad mood. I have pretty crippling depression sometimes. And they didn't even really say anything nasty. They were just like, I don't really come here to listen to you. I come here to watch the game. And that tilted me really bad, because like to me that's really disrespectful to come into someone's stream and be like, hey, I don't really want to hear you talk. Can you just be quiet and play the game? And that really upset me, but like, I don't know. I think I'm a little hypersensitive to some of that stuff. I was really hoping there'd be like a shelf with detergent in this laundry room. So we did find soap. I don't think it's enough for all the CBMs though. Nice beat, murder. It is Stream Beats by Harris Heller. They are there's a free license for people to use in their streams and YouTube videos if that's something that interests you. You can give them a Google. It's called Stream Beats. It's on YouTube and all over the place. I just needed something in the background to kind of drown out the sound of my fan and things like that. I don't think 20 soap is going to do it. I really don't want to dive into this town though. What is this building? The garage. Probably not going to do it. Maybe we can come down here and check these houses if there's no monster density. I wouldn't hate hitting the pharmacy either. Let's see what the density's like. 6, 7 of them, including a gas bag. I don't really like dealing with those. See if we... Oh, that's literally the whole town. Okay. If we hit him with our car, we're gonna get poisoned. Typical field dress, an animal on open ground. Bringing the butcher block on a hunt isn't typical. Well, like we saw earlier, they kind of want you to have like a tarp or something. So I don't think it's... You know, Kirstwist pointed out the differentiation between like clean surface versus dirty surface. I don't know if that's the point of it or not. I think, was it Korg that did this? I saw someone, I think it was him posting about it over the weekend. It's just a mild annoyance when you're, you know, when you're used to doing something for so long and it gets in the way of your plans. Can be a little bit annoying. Oh, they're not even following me, but both of these houses are garbage. Oh, God. Okay, so this is a house that's currently under construction, and this appears to be a house... I don't know. Dilapidated, I guess. So, whatever. Maybe we can slip across the street here and check this other house. I don't know. Zombie struggles to stand. You just keep on struggling. You're fine. What is that? A Barg Hest. What in God's name? It's a doggo. Huge, swollen zombie dog smeared black with slime. Its teeth are longer and its broad back is rippling with muscles and oozing wounds. So I think this is the brute version of the zombie dog. Or at least an upgraded version of the zombie dog, which is not great. His name is in red as well, which I think means that he's a dangerous creature. Oh no, his name is in white. Sorry, that's only in that menu, I guess. Borg was the one who changed butchery to use requirements. Yes. I think it's part of your murder style, so you shouldn't worry about it. I agree. I think that I'm inherently a pretty negative and dark person, so things like that are very natural and everyday for me. But I think I don't know, when you're trying to be an entertainer, it's a whole thing. A coat should have been a flat surface level of 1 or 2 if tarps work. I mean, a tarp is like, I mean, I don't know. I think we have a tarp and it's like 8 feet by 8 feet or something like that. It's pretty significant. The thing from The Witcher. Is a bar guest or whatever from The Witcher? I don't know. I think they try to avoid using other like intellectual property from video games, so I doubt that that's from The Witcher, but I don't know, actually. And it's been a long time since I played The Witcher. I really love those games. Witcher 2 and 3 were very excellent games in my opinion. They both had the same kind of downfalls, but definitely enjoyed playing them. So let's see if we can get in this house without the doggo coming over here. Because even if it's not particularly scary, dogs have the hard to hit flag and can be a real pain in the butt. Don't want any of that. Actually, I kind of do want that string, actually, now that I think about it. Pick the meth. I never do drugs in this game. I know other people do. I don't see a huge benefit to them outside of pain killing. Just, oh, hey, buddy. That's not good. What you doing here? What an odd thing to find in a random small town house. Hello, Kevlar Hulk. That's not great. Wikipedia. In Northern English folklore, the Barghest or Barghest, oh, so it is pronounced Barghest, is a mythical, monstrous black dog with large teeth and claws. Big green magic dog. Interesting. I don't think I knew that, actually. So that's cool. Usually when someone brings something like that up, some tiny part of my brain is like, oh yeah, you've heard of that. I don't think I have heard of this one. So here's the Kevlar Hulk. They're pretty dangerous. And I'm holding a mace. And we need to run away. So what I think I will do is go outside, hop up on this downspout. First of all, run, dummy. Close the door. That might slow him for a turn. And slowed him for multiple turns, actually. I'm surprised he did not immediately break the door down. Pop up onto the roof here. Go to the other side of the building. Oh, there's a... Can you jump across gaps? Jump over or climb down. I'm a little nervous jumping over a gap like that. But any amount of space we can put between us and the Kevlar guy... Oh... Why is there... Okay. Our vehicle's over here. He most likely is going to pop out the south of the building. If we go north, we're exposed to the town's monster density. But it's almost like exclusively going to be less dangerous than dealing with the Kevlar Hulk. Let's jump the gap. Jump over. You're too burdened to jump over an obstacle. Looks too dangerous. Okay, climb down. Yes, I don't care. Climb down. Unfortunately, no windows here. Really was hoping we could just pop in here. Let's... Please, man. I don't want to deal with the Kevlar Hulk. What even is this? Doesn't matter. We need to get out of this town. Please don't let him see me. And I think we've made it safely away from the Kevlar Hulk. And we're just going to leave this town. I don't really feel equipped to deal with this guy. So all we found was 20 soap, which is not really enough, but that's fine. We'll just have to pick and choose which ones we clean and which ones we don't. I'm not sure what the actual like cleanser requirement on cleaning a CBM is, but found it. Is that name a reference to Fallout, the town name? Bar Harbor. I have no idea. Was it Far Harbor in Fallout? The weight of the food truck damages the V8 engine. You would think the engine would damage the vehicle, but that's fine. Just plow over a big engine block. It's fine. Oh, this is the farm. We don't want to be here. We want to go We could clear the farm, I guess. Oh no, because there's thugs in there, right? There are NPCs with guns. We don't want to deal with that. We're going to ignore them. Yeah, was it Far Harbor that was a DLC for Fallout 4 or something like that? I didn't play any of the Fallout 4 DLC. That game was... I know a lot of people love it. I know people really like the weapon system. I actually thought it was a big step back. I think Fallout New Vegas is the best Fallout game. And one of the best, like, FPS RPGs ever made. So... Fallout 4 to me was a pretty significant disappointment, to be honest. Story wasn't very engaging, didn't like the companions, didn't enjoy most of Fallout 4. The weapon system made it feel so much more generic, because even though you could upgrade them independently or manually or whatever, it wasn't as satisfying to me as just like having an actual... Like, I liked the weapon mod system from New Vegas, where you just buy mods that you put on your gun instead of the scrap mechanic. I really didn't like this survivor, like, building your own town thing. I didn't like anything about that. So Fallout 4 for me was a huge miss, personally. I know that's not, again, I know that's not even a popular opinion. People really like that game, but I did not. So we don't need a washboard or anything. We have the sponge. We have some soap now. Go find a puddle. Actually, do we have the soap in our inventory and sponge? We do. We have all the CBMs in our inventory that we want to cleanse. I don't think we do. Book pile, CBM. These are all clean. This pile, CBM. These are all clean. Okay. Let's go see if we can clean all these CBMs. Find ourselves a puddle here. Activate the Spongo. Okay. Oh, it's only 3 cleanser per, so we can actually clean all of these with the soap that we found. So that is excellent. Go ahead and clean all of those for me. The town name Fallout Far Harbor, but the name was Far Harbor because B had worn away. So it looked like an F. Oh, that might be a reference to that then. I honestly don't know. There are references to other things in the game. I don't understand... It's a whole discussion about trademarks and intellectual property. Some things are okay to use, like a trademark, like, what were we talking about yesterday? Oh, it was Tupperware. We were talking about Tupperware the other day. That's a brand name. Taser is a brand name, but it's okay to use those things in the game. But I know when it comes to, like, intellectual property, like games or books or whatever, it's a little bit more touchy. Because obviously... Like, if we have Tupperware in the game, there's no overlap between that and real-life Tupperware. They're different. One's a digital text in a game, and one is an actual tangible thing. But when it comes to intellectual property, it's a lot more fluid because, like, both the game and the original source are intellectual property. So it becomes a little bit more complicated because they're both, like, non-tangible. I don't know. You love Fallout 2. Fallout 2 is the best of the old Fallout games. So, like, it's definitely better than Fallout 1. And I never liked Fallout Tactics. And then what? Brotherhood of Steel, I think, was the one that never got released. So Fallout 2 is just Fallout 1, but improved. And then they completely shifted and went to other kinds of games instead of making, like, a proper continuation of that vaguely isometric style gameplay. I think I want the leg alloy CBM and the cranial booster. So let's do the cerebral booster. Check that. Yes. Activate the autoclave. Our batteries are at 40%. It's draining 1500 per. Okay, so I don't know what would be best. Swan2745. Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure why it didn't print that in my chat. Oh, it literally just printed that in my chat. Thank you for the follow. I think anything is better than Fallout 76. Doom 2. You know, Fallout 76, I think, gets a lot of... Your Nan, thank you for the follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because sometimes you need a few extra numbers on the end of your name. I think 76 is like a meme at this point. I think that multiplayer Fallout was doomed from the start, but I think that Bethesda saw that their Elder Scrolls Online was somewhat successful, and they were like, "Screw it, let's do it with Fallout." And then it was hot garbage by all accounts. I'm starting to lose a lot of faith in Bethesda. Bethesda used to be, honestly, the Elder Scrolls series has been good, basically the entire run from Daggerfall up till Skyrim has been excellent. I've heard that Elder Scrolls Online is good. It's maybe not the best thing that's ever been made, but it's enjoyable and totally playable. Let's drop these CBMs, and then Fallout has been kind of going downhill for the last 2 games, in my opinion. So I'm a little concerned about the Fallout IP, but what are you gonna do? I'm not in charge of those things. And Bethesda's getting to the point where they're quite a large company, and most large companies with shareholders have to please their shareholders, which often leads to kind of a loss of the art that you would normally get from like an indie company. I think indie games are the future and like the present, and everyone should just pivot to indie games, in my opinion. Stop buying AAA games. They're mostly terrible. Okay, let's take care of this shocker. It only took us like an hour to get back to him. Oh, we used all of our soap. So even if we get a good CBM from him, we don't have the means to clean it and get it installed. That is a bummer. Let's try to think about this tactically. We can pickaxe through the wall. I don't think that's the best way to do this. I do think we just want to open the door and run away, and then try to shoot him once he walks out into the hallway. I don't know. It's big brain time. Actually, all the others were taken up 1 to 12, etc. Okay. Your Nan must be a popular name. I would not have anticipated that. No disrespect intended. It's just, not as, I would not think it would be in super big demand. I wish you could not see me. Why can you still see me? I'm in a very dark tile. So your radius 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the dark? Really? I'm surprised by that. So we're gonna back off and hope that he's gonna be able to see us no matter where we go. Okay. Grab the rifle. Reload the rifle. Ignore. Because I don't know how many bullets it's gonna take. I think we're gonna get zapped pretty much as soon as we open this door. Okay, so instead of that, oh, there's no good way to do this. He's gonna be able to see us no matter what. We can't shoot through this glass. Maybe if I had a grenade or something, we could just blow the glass and maybe damage him as well, and be far enough away that it's not a concern. We don't have grenades, and we don't really have the means to make any explosives. Just pop it. We're gonna take some hits here. Hello. And it's gonna hurt real bad. Oh, he died in 1 shot because we actually got the critical, even though we only had like a 50% chance of even hitting him. Well, that was a lot of concern over nothing. So let's go dissect this fella. And or lady. See what they got on them. Not really anything I want. Okay. Flick on the old flashlight. Go back to the mace in case something shows up from the gunshot. Dissect the shocker zombie. Boop. Fantastic. 76 minutes. Oh, that's the autoclave. Gotcha. Yeah, it prints the messages about the ongoing rate of the autoclave. Found another faulty power storage CBM. Yes. Sorry, I clicked off the screen by accident. Give me the CBM. Take that. And give me the tarp back. We can take the tarp with us. We could roll down the road and see about butchering that dog we killed. I don't know that it's really necessarily worth my time for that little bit of meat that we're going to get. We can just go hunting in a couple days. Let's check our vehicle's battery charge. Not holding up so good, even with the engine running. A little concerning. Eat more food place food. And honestly, I think we're coming to kind of a natural stopping point now that we've cleared out those prison cells. And like I said, I did not have a ton of time today to stream, so really hate when my streams are under 2 hours, but I think we're gonna call it here in a moment. Are you done? How do I tell if you're done? Deactivate? No, don't deactivate. Okay. And then we'll pick up CBMs so that I know next time when we start the game, we'll take enhanced hearing, take the finger pick, night vision, torsion ratchet, CBM, power CBMs, definitely the leg out. Oh no, these are not clean, they're just packed. We have to wait for those to get cleaned up. I don't really care about water extraction, Terranian sonar, shock absorbers. None of that really matters to me. Check the other CBM pile. Alarm system's okay. What does this do? Pull magnetic objects, almost never worthwhile unless there's like an NPC or something, I guess, that we can steal an object from. Facial distortion, bonus on social interactions. I guess that's interesting. Finger lighter, sure. Chronometer, sure. Metabolic interchange, absolutely. So we have a nice supply of CBMs to install. I'm not sure what our odds will be. We don't have a computer skill at all. So maybe while we're sterilizing these in the next episode, we'll train our skill a little bit to get our computers a little bit higher. For now, though, I think we're going to call the stream. Again, sorry for such a short stream. Thank you both who followed. I appreciate the follow. We'll be back on Thursday with more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Hopefully we will be able to play a little bit longer. Thanks to everyone who came out. We had a nice, robust number. How many people are in chat? Click. 19 viewers currently in chat, according to Streamlabs. Thanks everybody who came out. Hopefully you had a good time. And I'll see you all on Thursday around 5 p.m. EST. So thanks for watching, and peace out.